The theory that, you know what, winning the white vote isn't going to win the presidency. George Bush won a certain percentage, and then McCain won a larger percentage of the white vote than George Bush did, and still lost. And then you had Romney won a larger percentage of the white vote than McCain had won. So the percentage of the white vote keeps rising, but we're a very diverse country, and we're going to have to figure out how to get the votes of other people. So I think you have to excite your base, but you also have to go out and get new people. And I don't think you have to pander to new people, but you have to take what you think is most attractive of your message to new places. So I started out the campaign going to Howard, going to south side of Chicago, going to Philadelphia and saying, hey, you know what, this is a message of opportunity, and saying, you know what, we should sell this to people who live in poverty, because what the Democrats have given them has only made poverty worse. And the war on poverty, I think poverty's winning. And so we took the idea that you had to do both. Now, I think in some ways we may not be doing that with our current nominee. I heard the other day he's not going to speak to the NAACP. Now, is the NAACP primarily Democrats? Yes. But I was showing up to the Urban League, showing up to the NAACP. There's a lot of things I disagreed with them on, but I tried to find some areas of agreement. Criminal justice reform. And then the other thing is I've been promoting a dramatic lowering of taxes in areas of poverty to try to say, look, let them keep more of their own money. Instead of bringing home the bacon, let's let these poor communities keep more of their own money. And I think that would possibly give us a chance of saying, hey, we have that to offer. So I would say criminal justice reform, economic freedom zones, lowering taxes in areas of poverty. But then the third thing is school choice. And we've never really had a presidential candidate or a nominee that said, you know what, everybody should get a choice to go to school. If it's a crummy government school in your neighborhood, you should be able to go to a better school, either a better government school, a better private school, better religious school. You should have a choice in where your kids go. And it's overwhelmingly popular in communities that are not voting Republican. So if you poll an African-American population in the south side of Chicago and you say, are you for letting your kid go where they want to go, school choice, and getting a voucher and going there, 75% of people say yes. So that to me is a potential for us to grow our vote. If we were to grow our vote in the African American community from 5% to 20%, we'd win Illinois, Michigan, Ohio, and Pennsylvania hands down. We're winning the white vote. What we have to do is figure out how to become a more diverse party. Doesn't mean we change what we stand for, doesn't mean we dilute what we stand for, but we have to be good enough at selling our message to say, look, the Democrats isn't helping poverty. It isn't helping your community. We have a different way of doing it. But you have to get there, and people have to think that you are concerned about their welfare from where they are and where they live. You have to meet them where they live. I still think that's what we're going to need to do to be able to win. We'll see what happens this time around on the election, but I'm convinced that we have to be a bigger party somehow.